And hey everybody, we're live. This is Matt at look, it even says we're live.
It says you're live.
Yeah. Hey everybody, this is Matt. We're at Texas Toast Guitars. I got my danger glasses on because I was doing some work. And thank you for joining us on this. What are we calling this? Are we? This is the quarantine live stream.
It almost rhymes.
It almost
if you say
rhymes,
it right.
Yeah.
The quarantine live stream.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for. That's the best part about the live stream. You don't have to brave the elements. You don't have to risk infection. You can do whatever you want, wherever you want, and this video will always be up. So anyway, thanks for joining us. It is Sunday, the 15th. Hold on, I gotta turn my phone down so that I don't get interrupted by phone stuff. It is Sunday, the 15th of March, and thank you for joining us for our thing that we do every Sunday at 5 p.m. Mountain Time.
Is there static?
Is there? Maybe we can fuck with the thing there.
Let's try that. I
Let's
replugged
try
the
that.
microphone in. We'll try that for a second. And if not, maybe we'll unplug the mic and see how that goes.
Okay.
Let me know.
So, as everyone knows,
Still there?
Oh,
Okay, keep talking.
All right. Well, oh jeez. Well, that might just be that one guy's computer.
No, it's
several
everybody.
people.
Oh, maybe it's everybody's computer.
It's not mine.
So anyway, Chris is feverishly working on trying to undo the static issue. We're gonna work on that. Stay with us, please. There's a bunch of dust here in the shop, and we're gonna see what we can do here. So Mrs. Toast is here in the shop. She has been very busy, and I would like to actually congratulate Mrs. Toast for a job well done today. That was very good. You believed and you achieved. Is that?
Thanks, Tony Robbins.
Yeah. So, So does that any better? Anybody? We don't know yet. We're gonna keep talking. It's something that is very easy for me to do, as you all know. All right, let's just. Yeah. All right.
Try that.
Let's try that. So we'll go and see what we come up with here. I have my shirt that Andrew St. Pierre sent me on today, and what?
Now it's good. Now that I'm not using any of the stuff that I bought.
Yeah. All right. Well,
that's all right.
So at least we're good to go.
Yep.
So Chris, tell me a little bit about what's been happening since the last time we got together. I mean, I already know, but they don't know.
Seemingly, all I've done is paint in the new paint booth.
Why is that? Yeah.
Because the new paint booth works awesome, and we can paint anytime, any day, any temperature. It was actually cold and kind of rainy, snowy on Friday.
One of those days, yeah.
And we still did everything that we wanted to do, and it was awesome.
What about the most stinkiest stuff that we use? Is it okay for that too?
Mac hasn't been in the spray booth yet. Oh, you meant sealer.
He has a greater than 5 micron fart that doesn't make it through the bag.
Yeah, even the sealer doesn't stink up the joint and clears out really well, and
cool.
And the booth is great.
Everybody is happy, and it is so nice to have that. Thank you to everyone who congratulated us for getting the booth, and thank you to Andrew St. Pierre for helping us out with the booth too. That was very, very kind of you, Senor.
Yeah. So I've been trying to play February catch up with paint projects.
Tell us a little bit about that. So not everybody watches the things that, so we did a reveal of the paint booth, but we might have glossed over a little bit of why we had to make a paint booth in the first place.
So originally we sprayed, the last 2 locations that we painted were smaller places that relied on outside air for ventilation air. So we had to paint when it was when the weather was warm enough and or cool enough that you could easily introduce a bunch of air into the spray area from outside.
So you can warm or cool an area, but if you rely on outside air, and to exchange, as soon as you exchange all the air, it's going to be whatever the outside air temperature is.
Yeah, and we tried it where we just warm the room and not run the exhaust fan, and it was just a cloud of stuff and just made a huge mess. Overspray on everything. It was just awful. So
Hold on, someone said something.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So we needed a place that we could spray where the climate was controlled, where we introduced air into the booth that was the same temperature as the booth.
Yeah, yeah. And now we have the paint booth going, and it sure is nice. It's gonna really be a great boon for us.
It's always 70 in there.
Yeah.
The air temperature that we let in is 70. The air that we spray onto the guitar, which I think was another thing, because we had to run a hose from another location to the spray booth previously, and that air got cold or hot.
Did I ever tell people about the large company that you have heard of that has a custom shop here in Colorado and what their paint booth looks like? Did we ever talk about that? We have a friend, I'm not going to say any names. We have a friend who was asked by a company that you have heard of to do paint work for them, and they are here in Colorado, and their paint facility is really not up to speed. It's like it's just sort of in the middle of nowhere, and I don't know what they do, or what they're gonna do for custom paint work, but I guess we'll find out. Maybe we'll do it for them. I don't know. We'll see.
So, I don't want to rat them out.
No, I'm not gonna. But no.
Yeah,
But like what they'll probably discover is that sometimes of the year you can get great results with outside air as your makeup air, and other times you can't. And they'll probably go looking for someone to do some paint work for them. Hey, somebody just gave us some. Billy B and Blue sent us a pizza and $20. God, thank you so much, brother man. That is so nice of you.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
We should get some pizza. Is that?
No, we're going to celebrate tonight.
Is it tonight that we're gonna go?
That's what you told me yesterday.
Okay, there you go then. There you have it. So, anyway, so I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I spent a lot of time painting this week.
Yeah.
And getting used to just how everything works, and it was really, really great. So, and I started out in like little baby steps, with like, and now it's like all systems go.
Yeah.
I'm daring it to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Daring it to fail now.
Getting old Robert Conrad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, it's well designed and works properly, which is.
Yep.
It's really nice to have that. So,
Couple of questions about the paint booth.
let's hear them.
Yeah, someone was asking if you're working on a downdraft, and someone asked was how many box fans you had. And I think there was another one, but I can't find it.
Okay, so we do not have a downdraft system. We have an inline rig. It's an actual paint room. It's not a paint spray booth that's freestanding. It's a room that was designed to evacuate paint stink. How many box fans do we have? 0. We have no box fans at all. So we have an explosion-proof fan on the roof.
We have an
of
inlet
the
fan
paint.
that pulls in clean, warm,
filtered.
Yeah, it filters the air. It might not be clean going in, but it sure is clean going out of that unit. And then we have a big filter wall with a giant fan on the roof and ducting that goes up to the roof.
It's specifically designed as a spray booth. So.
Yeah, and it pulls all of the air out up through the roof through a sealed up duct. The whole room is sealed. Everything is really
there's like
really
a decontamination chamber on the way.
There actually is.
Yeah, it pretty much is.
We actually got the idea from the spray room at MIT in Nashville when we were down there.
Yeah.
So that's where we got the plans from.
Yeah, and So, but we needed it to not ever smell like paint anywhere else.
Yeah.
So.
And we achieved. We believed and we achieved.
Yeah, I haven't smelled paint anywhere outside of that room.
Speaking of Nashville, Brian Nutter update. I think Brian is feeling better today.
Oh, good.
So I think that he had to go in for another surgery, but yesterday was pretty good. And I think I saw his wife posted a picture of him today. He's not in his hospital. He has unasked his hospital bed, and he has asked his hospital chair. Good. So, but he looks like he's in good spirits. I'm not sure if he's able to eat cheeseburgers and nachos yet, but hopefully very soon he will be able to. So thank you everybody who is, spreading the love, letting your love light shine to Brian Nutter, if you will. And if you're helping him on his GoFundMe page, That's absolutely appreciated. So anyway, Brian, if you're watching, hope you're feeling good, man. We should send Brian like a basket of
Cookie dough.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what you send to someone. It's probably tacky or weird for dudes to send dudes stuff in the hospital.
Flowers.
Yeah.
Edible arrangements are always a good
Edible
thing.
underwear.
It's
Ice
good
cream
for
cake.
everybody.
Yeah.
He could probably eat an ice cream cake.
I don't know what he can and can't eat.
If he can't eat it yet, soon.
Yeah, but
But we
Fruit,
so we don't
it's
we,
fruit.
we get him the coupon.
yeah, that's true. Oh, a coupon.
A coupon and a card.
Yeah, yeah, or some Mylar balloons. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so Brian, hope you're feeling better, man. Let's see. We actually just finished up episode 3 of the online class, and let me show you guys what we did. As you'll no doubt remember, it's our Mud Flap Girl thin line, and today we, among other things, we bound the guitar, and we bound it in black, and it looks super, super cool. You're thinking maybe like a Mary Kay, not Mary Kay white, or is that
Yeah.
Mary Kay blonde? Is that the
Yeah.
see-through white?
Yeah, see-through white. The whiter.
The
yeah,
whiteiest
see-through.
white? Yeah. That would look rad on this. I
Yeah,
think.
it would. It's got a lot of nice grain that'll show through, and
Yeah.
yeah, look classy.
So we routed for the...
Full of dust.
Is it? Yeah. We didn't route. We drilled for the string through holes. We drilled for the neck mounting holes.
Remind people how the online classes work.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the online classes. So what we are offering right now for online classes is a 3-month subscription, March to May. You can sign up anytime you want, and we'll give you all the back classes. You can sign up now. You can sign up for a month, or you can sign up for 3 months. A month is $20. 3 months is $50. And the best part about it is you can, if you want to watch them live, you can actually ask questions and ask to have the camera be manipulated. If you want to just see how we do stuff, there's no editing on these. These are just hour and a half or 2-hour classes where we just do stuff in real time. So if there's glue that's drying, well, we do something else during that
Try
part of
not
it.
to make.
Yeah.
So far,
yeah.
that hasn't really happened.
Yeah.
We've ended up on.
But
yeah.
it's like live, like real-time machine work, real-time binding, real-time everything. And yeah.
And not binding the lady hole.
We're not, no. Did someone say you should bind the lady?
No, ask if you would.
Oh, no, I'm not doing that.
That would be like impossible.
I think no matter how much you believe, it would be hard to achieve.
Yes.
How about that? There's a lot of tight corners there. So the online classes are cool. You know, Chris was saying, because we're in the middle of quarantine right now, and does anybody have any time off right now? Anybody watching? Anyone at all? We were thinking if you guys wanted to see 6 hours of uninterrupted Texas Toast, how to build this guitar so far classes, we'd be happy to hook you up with the codes for a little bit of cash. You don't have to buy the whole. Like if you just wanted to watch one, $5, something like that. Send me if you want to send $5 to the PayPal account, send me an email if you guys want to do that. The really hot setup is to just pay $20 and get the whole month. You know? So anyway.
And Randy King says he didn't get the code for today, so send Matt email and we'll get you the code.
Randy, I apologize for
It
that.
may
If
have
I
ended
haven't,
up in your spam.
yeah.
And somebody said something about not getting the first one because that was free
It's
trial
free.
The
and
first
it's a
one-
public video.
The first
It's
one
on
is out there
YouTube.
free. You can get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy, I'm sorry about that. If check your spam folder. Let me make sure that you're on the email list. I'll do that when I get home. Sorry, man. We're still working. We're kind of trying to figure out how to make stuff go here. So, did you know Randy's a guitar maker?
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's doing some repair work and some guitar building.
Cool.
He and I email back and forth quite a bit.
Cool.
And I'm bummed out that I didn't get the code to him. I'm sorry, Randy. What else is going on, Chris? Are there any other questions?
Nothing really.
So one of the things that we want to try and do this week is make a lot more videos for you guys to watch, because I think that some people are going to have some time to, kind of dick around during the week. And, there's probably not going to be a whole lot of stuff happening at day jobs because you're going to be worried about where you're going to find, toilet paper and stuff like that. So we thought we would make a bunch of videos this week, as many as we possibly could until we run out of toilet paper. And some of the videos that we're going to offer you are a lot of finish videos. because we got the new booth and there's a lot of paint going on. In fact, we've got two videos that we are working on right now that be edited. And yeah, please, Monkey. But one of the videos that we did was how we use trans-tint aniline dye in liquid form to dye wood. And I wanted to show you guys this guitar. This one is, oh, thank you. That's me. Yes. This one is, it's got sealer on it now. So, and a bunch of dust. So Chris actually sealed this one yesterday.
Not in the paint, just on the outside.
Yeah, on the outside. So this has sealer on it, and we are gonna do some different stuff to this. We're actually gonna spray dye mixed in with paint on top of this before the clear goes on. So it'll have more of this emeraldy cool teal color. What, it looks like somebody sent a thing?
Yeah, BK has a question.
Who, BK?
BK.
Okay, BK.
Does pickup slant affect sound? I noticed that daily drivers have a non-slanted bridge. Cheers. Cheers.
Okay, thank you for that. I do not think that the Telecaster bridge being angled or straight has that much of an impact sonically. When you look, if you were to look at one of those bridges that's angled and one that's straight, the difference at the most is about 1/2 of an inch. And that's at the very outside pole piece. The good reason, and there's only one reason, to have a straight up and down bridge pickup on a Telecaster is?
Because Billy Gibbons has it.
That's right. Which, if you need more of a reason than that, then So when we designed those bridges, we had some of them made that were angled and some that were straight, and I just thought the straight ones looked really cool because I'm a Billy Gibbons, super fan. So I wanted to have a bridge like he had on his guitar.
Yeah.
So, and you can buy those bridges that he has, or you can get a cool one from us.
Did the Wicked Women Stealer go?
Yes, it did.
No, but I mean, is it physically left?
No, it is still here because they don't ship on Saturday. It shipped on, I got it all boxed up in the brand new case on Saturday.
Oh, so you just got the
Yeah.
case yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So there's the update on that.
Yeah. Oh, he
was just like, hey, he's excited.
Yeah.
So I'm sure there was a reason that the original Tellys had a bridge pickup that was slanted. It was probably for some very minuscule reason.
Yeah,
I think the original reason, or the original idea of that guitar, was you had the bridge, you had the neck pickup, and that was what you played most of the time. And then you had your takeoff pickup, your lead pickup, that was the bridge pickup, and it was supposed to be really trebly and really, just in your face to cut above the big bands.
Have you heard that
they
song?
kind of designed that guitar for.
Honky Tonk Thunderstick, I think is what it's called.
No.
It's a Bill Kirchner.
Okay.
So it's about the Telecaster.
Is
Sorry.
that-
Anyway,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that makes that pickup just that much more trebly.
Sure.
To cut, and that's the overriding idea of that guitar is, man, they're so trebly.
One thing I will tell you though is if you do use a straight or a pickup that is perpendicular to the strings, you will need to have a different pole piece layout. Or you can do what we do, which is use the Seymour Duncan quarter pounder, which still works with the straight or angled. So if you use the small magnets, they won't line up like they're exactly perfectly supposed to. So anyway.
There you go.
Okay. So yes, Ian.
Can I add something about that Tele pickup?
Yeah. Come over here though and do it. So yeah. So Ian's gonna.
So with the Telecaster pickup,
You should come around here and show off your Ron Burgundy stash.
no,
Come
we're
on,
okay.
dude.
Oh, and you're bitching long hair now.
Come on, dude. Everyone wants to
Defender,
see.
come on, stand right
I
here.
haven't seen you in
Stand
a
right
long
here
time.
between us.
The legend.
All right, Ian is actually winding pickups now, and he might be making the Pure Juice pickups for us. Do me a favor. Say, looking good.
Hey, looking good.
All right, he has no idea what that is. But anyway. Okay, so what?
So with the Telecaster pickup, it also has the plate on the back, and that changes the magnetic field shape because it's also connected to the magnets. So with a lot of that trebliness comes from the plate adding.
So what about pickups that don't have that plate on the back?
Well, they have like a shape that's more concentrated towards the pole pieces.
Okay, because so some of them are made out of like copper or something, and some are made out of non-conductive something, right? Or are they? I don't know.
kind of depends on the pole piece and what pickup.
Okay.
The Fender wide range pickups, they use different pole pieces because they had to have what is that, metal worked pole pieces to be magnetic.
Okay.
So they have a different pole piece magnetization than Alnico. It's not.
See,
Alnico.
it's good to have a resident pickup expert now. Do we have a pickup question that came in for
No, just people.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
make sure
this
to
one?
wear pants.
What?
Oh, double neck pizza party
double
Yeah.
neck pizza? But who had that?
from Red
Red
Clover.
Clover.
Oh, Red Clover. So
There's
he's
a
the
reason
guy who,
that he said double neck.
Yeah. So he's getting that super swanky.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
Rad.
that super swanky double neck.
Yeah. I'm thinking faster than I'm talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ian.
Thank you, Ian. So if you guys have any pickup questions for Ian, please send them our way. And if you want to have Ian wind you a set of pickups, he is in the thick of it now. So maybe we can do a reveal on Ian's pickups one day. That'd be fun. Would you like that, Ian?
Yeah, I mean they're right there.
They're right there. Okay, cool. You want to? Yeah, you will show. Let's get one out now. We're all here, and the pickups are here. Give me one of those. So, all right. So this is one that Ian wound and brought over to kind of show off today. As you can see, this is a standard humbucker looking. Is it standard, Ian?
Yeah, it's standard. It's a little underwound, so it's gonna have a little bit-
Underwound.
Yeah, so instead of 5,000 wraps,
Okay.
it has about 4-8.
Okay. Ian does not have a website right yet, do you?
No,
Somebody
not
just
yet.
asked. Okay, but you can get it. You can send me an email, and I'll get it to Ian if you want.
And that has Alnico 5 magnets.
Alnico 5, keep you alive. This is a coronavirus-proof pickup, right?
Yeah.
If you get these, you will absolutely guaranteed to may or may not get.
So the CO in Alnico is not for coronavirus.
It is, but the more you play this, the more you develop an immunity to.
Well, the wax potting stops the virus.
yeah,
from-
that's what it is.
it holds it in.
It's like a blue mask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ian, what are you calling these now?
So I'm calling these Titan pickups.
Okay.
I don't have a specific name for that model just yet.
This is not the
So-
ass whipper,
No.
the smasher facer.
No.
No, it's because it's a little slightly underwound. It's a mellow pickup, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I love it, man. You did a great job on this.
Thank you.
Nicely done. Will you make a cream one so that you can see if you can get in trouble with DiMaggio?
Like a full
A double cream? Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know.
Ooh.
I'll have to check and see if I can get cream slugs.
Well, you got
slug
this one
size.
right here.
Yeah. that's
Oh,
screw size.
oh,
So I don't even know if
oh.
I might not even be able to get.
I see. Excellent work, young man.
You're just now
Thank you.
getting into the completed pickups, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian's been winding
So-
for a while, and
But we haven't put him in anything yet.
Yeah.
So we had a question if you
Oh, okay.
found somebody's pickups. If you like them, yeah. If you don't like them, no.
Okay.
The real answer, no.
Oh yeah, it's also vintage wiring at the moment.
Is how vintage. It's really vintage.
That is vintage.
So. Yeah, all rock.
So yeah, if you guys are interested in a set of pickups from Ian, send me an email and I'll make sure he knows what is up. And you never know, you might be able to get in on the ground floor of Titan pickups, which would be super cool. I want some, so yeah. I'm on the ground floor. You guys aren't. No, you could be on too. So, Chris, one of the things that we talked about this week was you and I were talking about how guitars are made. And the conversation, you actually started the conversation with talking about you were watching like a Motor Trend show about the Mini Cooper.
Yeah. About
What was
Mini
that about?
The idea was when you're restoring a car, how much of the car can you replace before it loses its mojo or its originality?
Okay.
And the idea was basically there's a place in England that remakes original Mini Cooper bodies completely.
Not the new ones, but the
No,
really
the
mini
original,
mini
like 59,
ones. Yeah.
and they actually have all the original machinery and all the original stamps, and they recreate bodies, you know.
Do they have like great big
completely.
lads who are moving stuff around?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Notice I
yeah,
said lad, 'cause,
Yeah, and it was really cool to watch. And the overriding idea was if you replace floor pans and you replace quarter panels and you replace hoods and fenders, you might as well just replace the whole body, and you'll be miles ahead. And it's still an
Yeah.
original, you know.
And you and I
Mini
went
Cooper.
off on a tangent of if it's made the same way as they were
Yeah.
made originally,
Yeah.
that's as close to the old school stuff as you can
Right,
get.
and you can get something that looks like the old stuff, but if it isn't made the same way as the
Yeah.
old stuff, is it really the old stuff, or is it as good as the old stuff? Is it?
We hear a lot of things about people. So, as you guys know, one of the things that we take a lot of pride in is that we do things here at Texas Toast Guitars the way that they used to be done back in the old days with the original tools. As a matter of fact, we actually saw a picture of Semi Mosley's drill press. As it turns out, we have the same drill press.
Yep, we do.
I don't know. It might be his old drill. We don't know if it is or isn't. But
Let's just say it is.
we have Semi
Let's get
Mosley's old
one
drill
of those
press.
old stamp name things.
I
And
have
put
one.
Property.
I have one of those,
Mosrite
yeah.
guitars.
That'd be hilariously cool. But I mean, I don't know. It's highly unlikely, but it could be.
Yeah.
It's a more fun story if it is.
I think Craftsman sold more than 2.
yeah, probably.
I accidentally kicked somebody off.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know how I did it.
Oh.
And I don't know how to get him back.
Oh, I don't know either. Well,
God, I'm such an asshole.
I'm sorry, love. So hey, one of the things. So one of the things that I have been working under the assumption of for a while is that vintage reissue things are cool, but at some point they're not as cool if they come off of a CNC machine. Because that's just not the way they did them back in the old days. Now, there's going to be someone's feverishly typing right now. The CNC guitars are more accurate than, fine. But the fact of the matter is that that's not the way they did them back in the old days. That's not a slam on anything CNC. I don't care. But I think that at some point, people are going to stop justifying a CNC made guitar as a reissue. And if they're given the option of, you can get this custom shop one made on a CNC or a custom shop one made by a guy using the old school ways, they'll go with the guy using the old school ways every time.
Yeah.
Even if it's going to be more money, because it's got a little more panache.
If every little single part of that guitar is made exactly the same way that the originals were made, except the body was made on a CNC, why can you nerd out about nickel-plated brass thumb wheels, but a CNC body's okay? Or,
it seems like you're missing a geek out opportunity.
There's definitely a geek out opportunity.
Yeah.
And it's just part of the story of how that guitar was made.
I have always said that if Paul Reed Smith decided to make 10 guitars the old school way, they'd be $80,000 guitars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've also opened up my shop to Paul Reed Smith. Paul, if you want to come to Texas Toast Guitars and build 10 guitars the old school way, we'd be happy to help you out. I mean, you can use our shop.
Yeah.
I don't know if who knows what is available like in the Paul Reed Smith
Still there?
inventory.
Yeah, I don't know.
So anyway.
Yeah.
So that kind of prompted the question that I posed to Patreon members. And by the way, thank you to all of our Patreon members. We've got a list of replies here, which to the question, what makes a custom shop a custom shop?
Did you reply, before you get to that,
Yeah.
did you reply to James?
James
Severin, Mrs. Toast.
What did I do?
He says, Mrs. Toast, why did you kick me out? James Severin. She said she didn't mean to. She messed up somehow, and you ended up getting kicked out, but you were totally not supposed to get kicked
Sorry,
out.
James.
Yeah, I'm
Sometimes
so
you can
sorry.
fumble
I
finger.
think she was trying to reply,
On my phone is the
Yeah.
issue. So
and we're all
I
old
went
and
to
we can't see.
I know, so I went to scroll up and
Yeah.
something popped up, and then next thing you know, it was like, I was like, how the fuck did I do that, and how do I undo
Total
it?
accident.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, James, we apologize.
I was really just stressing out pretty hard about it for the last several minutes.
Yeah,
She was.
I really
she was, and there's video footage of it. You can go back
There
and
is.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't mean to kick you out,
So anyway,
but watch it.
I'm sorry.
so we've got some Patreon responses here. I'd like to first of all thank all of our Patreon members. Without you guys, none of this is possible. If you are interested in what we do and you feel like supporting the channel, there's no paywall to watch these videos, except for our online stuff, online training, which is a different deal. But if you want to watch any of these YouTube videos, they're all free to watch. But if you feel like helping us out, even $1 a month goes a long way to helping us bring you guys cool stuff like this. I'd also like to thank our live stream sponsor, Flipside Music, the Great American Guitar Store. If you're in the Denver area and you want to check out the coolest little guitar shop in Denver, that's Flipside Music on Acoma Street. And Ike and Dylan will be more than happy to run you through the super cool collection of all the neat stuff they got. If you are not in Denver but you want to support Flipside, go online. They've got an awesome website with, I think, every single thing that you can get, you can just get on the website. So if you're hunkered down in a bunker and you're quarantined, but you need to get a really bitchin' delay pedal, you can go to Flipside Music and they have what you need and they'll be able to get it for you. So, so Flipside Music, the Great American Guitar Store in Denver, Colorado. Thank you to Ike and Dylan for helping us out with the live stream. So, Chris has the list of responses. I haven't read any of them, and they're long. And I've been dropping the ball on reading responses, so that's why I've given it to Chris. Take it away, Chris. What do you have to say?
So the topic is, what makes a custom shop a custom shop?
What makes a custom shop a custom shop?
So Andrew St. Pierre says, the first thing that makes a custom guitar is that the guy making it picks up the phone or returns your email. Second thing is that he is open and comfortable telling you what he's truly proud of and good at guitar-wise. Third is that he will tell you when Third is he will tell you when your idea is not cool or is not worthy of his creative talents because it is contrived or goofy. Fourth is that he'll listen to your vision and isn't above getting excited about helping you realize it. Fifth is that he has enough cumulative experience to enhance your request with things you hadn't even thought of. Sixth is that he's flexible within limits. Seventh is that he cares that you are happy.
Is that...
There's a little paragraph after that.
Okay.
A custom guitar is about collaborating with talented people who love guitars enough to want to make them and want to make yours so that every time you open the case or pick it up you smile because it represents the collected little details that you care about, both mechanically and aesthetically. And last, a custom guitar is about respect and friendship.
Okay, cool. So first of all, for those of you who don't know, Andrew St. Pierre is a very good friend of the shop. And he has really, he's commissioned several guitars from us. And like I say, been a tremendous asset to us and a great guy to work with. And he brings up a lot of great points. Chief among them is, it's every so often we'll get a request to make something, and we're not in the business of saying no to anybody, but we will help steer people into a direction that they'll like 10 years from now.
Yeah, sometimes you get a request for something that you just know isn't really gonna work.
We actually had Lance came in yesterday. Another friend of ours came in yesterday and wanted to commission a guitar, a Hamer Californian, made out of beetle kill pine, but he wanted a beetle kill pine neck. And I'm like, I'll do it, but you're not gonna think it's cool a year from now. And if we do it with a maple neck, you'll forget that you wanted to have a beetle kill pine neck really quick. It'll just be a neat guitar. So yeah, so we try to steer people into a direction that makes sense and that everybody's happy, and that does come up quite a bit. So, and when you call us, you actually talk to Chris or I,
And usually you.
but yeah, so you don't get a receptionist who like just takes down notes and then gives us the order and we start making it. We actually work with you. So okay, sorry. What else we got here?
All right, Dave Weiss. The term custom shop seems misleading in some cases. Many just give their custom options, but set limits or charge through the nose for anything not pre-programmed in their CNC. More and more, when I think custom shop, I think of builders working with you and actually being excited about building a guitar that isn't exactly like what the builder thinks is the ideal guitar.
That is almost opposite of what I was just talking about.
Well, in some ways it is,
yeah.
but in some ways it's not. I think this your version of the ideal guitar isn't necessarily somebody else's version, but they're equally good guitars.
And that's something that we say a lot. Well, it's not my guitar, man.
It's not my guitar. I wouldn't paint it that color, but if that's what they want, that's what they want, and that's cool. And it'll still be a cool guitar. It just there can only be one ultimate guitar for each of us, you know, and not every guitar that we make is going to be our ultimate guitar.
Hopefully it will be someone else's ultimate guitar, but yeah.
Are you leaving, Brandon?
He was trying to sneak out, yeah.
I don't sneak.
So
You can
I've
just do
kind of
what you need to do,
acquiesced
man.
on the whole notion of what is and isn't a custom shop. I did a rant video many years ago about how the Fender custom shop isn't a custom shop, and that wasn't really fair on my part because, like, you can't call up Fender and go, "Hey, make me a Gibson." That's just absurd. They're not going to do that. But on the same time, if you call up, I don't know, Chevrolet and say, "Hey, I want a Corvette, but I want it in this custom color," there was at least a time they'd probably be happy to offer a custom color, right? Maybe not a Corvette.
No, well, maybe a color that they used
Yeah.
that was available in some other model, but not
But it wasn't-
any old color that
Okay.
you wanted.
Yeah. There was a list you could customize from a list.
Yeah,
right? Okay.
yeah, it was a customizable build, and options.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and really that's kind of what, in a lot of ways, what Fender has.
Yeah.
Is, yeah.
So you're getting a
special order,
custom
optimized guitar.
Strat or a custom
Yeah,
P bass
yeah,
or something,
yeah.
but it's not a
And I know they make a ton of stuff that we never see, that they don't necessarily promote because it doesn't necessarily fit in their little pigeoned,
Yeah.
lineup of things.
I really do think that at some point in the future, you guys will see the Fender custom shop that they won't gloss over that it may or may not have been made on a CNC machine. There'll be a thing where you can pick to get it made on the old school tools.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that they use that's old school anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the bridges, those dies are all the same. The dies didn't go bad.
Right.
They didn't have to make them again.
Yeah,
so, you know.
yeah.
But if you look at the custom shop catalog, there's lots of pictures of hand tools not being used, and some that are. But anyway, what we got?
Yep.
Any
No.
questions
all
or
good,
comments?
man.
Okay. All right.
Ready for the next one?
Ready.
Jeff Walton. To me, a custom guitar is a guitar designed and built to my wants and needs. Quality is very important. I would want to have those hands-on adjustments and tweaks that typically aren't found in production line guitars. Otherwise, a fat neck, a cool paint job, and a great sounding pickups is all I'm looking for.
Fat necks are getting. I don't know if they're getting harder and harder to find, or what do you think? Are fat necks easier or harder to find now?
I think there's more options now than there used to be. I think people go back and forth, and different playing communities go back and forth.
Oh yeah.
There seems to be an awful lot of guys in the early telly kind of groups that are really good with big fat
They
necks.
like the
And
thicker necks. Yeah.
there are guys that are into the 60s stuff that are not okay with that.
Yeah.
So
I'm noticing a trend that Floyd Rose's trims are making a comeback. Maybe they never went anywhere. And I'm thinking that along with that, there's some of those wizard necks, like Ibanez had the really, really thin gem
Yeah.
style necks. So yeah.
yeah, I think as for a long time, you could get a lot of that 80s stuff on the used market pretty cheap and pretty easy. And now that it's gone up in price, having something custom done is
Yeah.
kind of a cool option.
So we have a super chat. What's
$5 for beer and $1 off my next BKP body.
nice?
I was just sending something saying that you will have to send a reminder about that dollar
About the
credit.
dollar.
Who was
yeah.
that? Who sent that?
Sorry, Mike Norris.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, so let's talk a little bit about cool paint. Jeff was talking about cool paint. What's your favorite thing about cool paint?
That's pretty open-ended.
I guess what I mean is, like, isn't it neat to be able to basically go and get any color ever made?
Yeah. Yeah, and sometimes it's cool to paint something in a color nobody else has ever painted it in, or you've never seen one, and we do that a lot. It's okay to paint something the same color twice, but sometimes we don't want to. And yeah, just that'd be neat. And sometimes, a guitar almost starts out as a color idea.
Absolutely, yeah.
What could I build in this color that would be neat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So yeah, and cool paint. Some colors have just been played to death. Candy apple red. It's a
There's
cool
a lot
color,
of
but
yeah.
man, there's a lot of stuff that's candy apple red. So
Chris painted some guitars today, and what was it called?
Tahitian coral or Tahiti coral.
Tahitian coral, and they're in a video that will air later this week. I'm really excited to show you guys because
Yeah, it's a neat color,
cool.
and stuff like that is just all of a sudden, You're not painting a Strat, you're painting a Tahitian coral Strat.
Yeah. Or a Tahitian Coral Yamaha SG.
SG3, yeah.
Yeah. So we got
Yeah.
another one. Somebody sent.
More beer for you guys from Greg Pearl.
Thank you, Greg.
Thanks, man.
People come over and drink all our beer, and Matt comes over and eats all our tacos
Eats all our
too.
tacos. The whole taco deal was we had tacos for lunch.
Yeah.
They were good.
We kind of have a new go-to taco joint.
Yeah,
and
yeah, right down the street too. It's like the only thing adjacent to us that we're not grossed out by, which is good.
Yeah. So what else we got?
Yep. Doug Cook. I don't know who that is.
Hi, Doug.
Is that how you say it?
We know who. Yeah.
Is it Doug or
Doug.
Doug Cook.
The C is silent.
Ook. All right, so
Doug,
Doug
yeah.
Cook says, my thoughts on the term custom is it is something that isn't regular or normal. To me, a custom anything is something that is made to a person's personal specifications. It includes every aspect, from electronics, shape, wood, dimensions, etc. It also includes the way it's made, whether built, formed fully in a CNC with power tools by hand, fully hand tools, or any combination. Some people want to know something was handcrafted and can feel and see the minor imperfections associated with it. Others want the perfect precision of a machine-made project. That's a hard sentence to say. Perfect precision of a machine-made product.
So Doug's walking the line between custom and one of a kind. So to me, the word custom kind of means it's a standard thing that's been tweaked in a way, whereas one of a kind can be, well, it can be one of a kind. And there's many subtle levels, I think, in between that we're kind of trying to debate right
Well, and in some ways, I think a lot of people think when they think custom, they think one of a kind. This is going to be the only one like it. I've never seen one like this. And that's where that whole, wouldn't it be cool if, I've never seen this, if you did this, 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 and this. You know, pine body, pine neck, pine, fingerboard, pine, okay.
Pine bridge.
Yeah, is it cool because you've never seen it, or is it cool because it's cool?
Yeah.
I got off on a tangent.
And I also think too that there's something to be said about putting the hand in hand tooled, but I think that a good builder should be able to make a guitar that is perfect in every way, but you have to be willing to pay for that guitar. Now that's another thing entirely. Having one guy, like having Chris do a paint job that is absolutely flawless, that's no hill for Chris to climb. The hill comes when you have to pay for that finish, because that's a high dollar option. You know what I mean? That's better than show car quality finish.
Yeah.
So, and some guys go, I don't care if it's like that. I just want it to have this. So we don't polish it to that level, or we don't seal it to within an inch of its life. And there's a couple of different. Some people are different. So yeah. Anyway, what was that one that just came in?
It was $5 from Ken Tipton.
Ken, thank you.
No comment, just $5.
He just wanted to be cool and Ken. Cool, Ken,
Just like
and collected.
Slid it by. Hey, how you doing?
God bless you, Ken.
Yeah.
All right, what's up? What's next?
Seat at the front of the showroom floor. Andrew Mandiak. PV back in their heyday around 98, 89, 89, 88. It says 98, 89. Used to have a custom shop where you could configure a Wolfgang guitar or a Cirrus bass from a menu of options, order and pay at a dealer, and the instrument would be shipped to the dealer in a few weeks. They were one of the few guitar manufacturers to use CNC, so they could quickly and consistently rough out bodies and necks and have skilled luthiers complete the job. Not to say that there isn't a great amount of skill in making a finished instrument that plays well. These are no more custom than parts casters, in my opinion. A true custom instrument is designed through a story and sketches, not by checking boxes.
Yeah.
In this day of ordering online with radio buttons and drop-down boxes, customers ordering custom instruments will truly appreciate speaking to the creator, who will listen to their ideas and provide feedback and suggestions to make an instrument they'll be happy with.
I agree. I think that people, they might not even know. So here's something that happens all the time. I get an email. Hey, can you make this? Yes. Well, can you do it with this kind of wood? Sure. And I think people don't quite grasp that anything you can think of,
You can get it. You can do it.
Yeah. So if it's a guitar we can make it. Now watch, somebody's go, we can make a guitar that looks like a dick. That seems to be the one that comes up all
I
the
said
time.
could do it, not would
Well,
do
yeah,
it.
and the usually comes down to, are you willing to pay for it? I'll make dick guitars all day long if people want
It's
to.
going to cost a hefty
It's gonna
hefty
cost,
price.
yeah. I've often wanted to make the fleshlight guitar, but I would much rather be known as the fabric top guy than the fleshlight guitar guy. But I've always wanted to do one. No one is willing to pay me for one yet, so yeah. Maybe someone watching right now wants a fleshlight guitar. Oh, it's so disgusting. All right, what's up? So he said Peavy in the heyday, and then got the
88,
decades mixed
89.
up. But he
Well,
talks
yeah.
about a Wolfgang, so it must have been in the 90s.
So probably 98, 99,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Uh-huh. G&L has something like that now where they have they call it the custom shop, but really it's custom color, custom.
Well, Fender, of course,
Well,
has
essentially,
that.
you get
yeah.
to
Well,
choose
yeah,
your
but
color,
it's
and
a
here's the three
minor
choices that
minor
you have.
upcharge. It's not a big. It's not like
Oh.
sending it through the custom shop
Oh,
at Fender.
okay.
It's a relatively quick process, and it's not like tons and tons of options, but it's
Just color.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, color and I think bodywood color, neck, fingerboard, binding blocks,
Nope.
a couple minor things,
All right. Cool.
pickups maybe. Anyway,
Coolness.
but yeah, not really custom.
Custom.
What
color.
do they call it when you go in and special order a car? It was a special order, so that's really what it's a special order.
Oh
shop.
yeah, there's a difference between one of a kind, custom, and special order. then.
Special order, yeah, special orders. Just I want my tacos with
No
no
sour
lettuce.
cream. Yeah.
You can get that from G&L.
Yeah. Tacos.
Yeah, without sour cream.
Nice.
And lettuce.
So it's kind of like hold the pickles, hold the lettuce.
Yeah. It's exactly
yeah,
like
Special
yeah.
orders
those are
don't upset
special
us.
orders don't upset us. Yeah. Do special orders upset us?
All the time.
How many people out there are old enough to remember that commercial?
Everybody but Ian. All right. What else we got?
All right, so Sean Shannon. These are long.
They are. People are. This is
And
something
I'm not
people
used
get.
to reading out loud. I hope I'm doing okay.
You're doing great.
The word custom has a definition. Several, really. In the plural or noun form most closely associated with what would become the adjective use, customers, or habitual patrons, as in a user or buyer of a good or service that then would form a relationship with its provider. This leads to the word's adjective form, just as it is implemented in the phrase custom guitar, made or performed according to personal order. We can then derive from the evolution of the term custom the relationship between custom guitar and its habitual patrons, i.e. any repeating customer of a given guitar brand, whether or not specific direction of production is implemented, would technically qualify within the learned usage of the term. Just as a customer of Texas Toast guitars might request a full custom build and one of the fine instruments painstakingly handcrafted with deft and impressive skill, so too then would a habitual patron of any of the other brand qualify the same term as custom, where that customer to order a Kiesel right off the shelf and those guitars suck a giant knob.
I thought that Sean was like a professor at Cambridge until the very last.
Until he got to
sentence.
the knob
Sucked a
part.
big
Well,
knob.
here's the thing: is that the whole time
Professors can say
time
knob.
you're reading that, I'm thinking this is like biblical.
Yeah.
This is like a passage from the Bible, and then, boom, nice,
Yeah.
cherry on the cake.
Do
That
you
was
write
great.
for the New Yorker?
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's been kind of I'm sensing a refrain that custom and customer are kind of synonymous with each other, and sometimes people don't want to be detached from something that's as personal as a guitar.
Yeah.
Something that is you want a little bit of something special about your look at you being all special.
Yeah, well,
and you
we've
want to
talked-
have something neat. Yeah.
We've talked about that, how people aren't always as jazzed about the stuff that we make for the shop,
Yeah.
the inline kind of stuff.
Yeah.
As they are about ordering almost the exact same thing, just exactly how they want it.
But they got to pick.
yeah, and they got
Yeah.
to pick, and they're willing to.
We're going to be doing some stuff. We've got a couple of different things going right now. They're daily drivers and Sunday drivers where the bodies are done, the necks are done, and you get to spec all the hardware. And we wonder if that's going to be something cool or not. So we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Thomas Kolb. I would agree with Doug. Maybe it's my IT job or that I'm German. Custom built means to me that a customer has a very specific requirements for a product and expects those to be implemented in high quality. In this case, it would mean that someone explains to you in a dialogue, however that takes place, what the guitar has to be able to do, and you use your expertise and craftsmanship, whatever the means, to make the appropriate instrument. In my opinion, this can happen with an orbital sander as well as with a router or a CNC machine. The beloved pin router is just cooler and available, right?
The beloved pin router is definitely sexy. I mean, we all know that.
Yeah.
So who is that?
Thomas.
Thomas. So Thomas is German. So can you imagine what it must be like to work in a German factory? Those guys are
Very
so
exacting.
Yes, I mean, like, I see like pictures of the BMW Auto Works, and there's guys in white coats changing oil and stuff. I mean, they're like,
It's a clean room.
It-
There's no dust in that oil
It's
when
a-
it leaves that factory.
it's a different. I would like to see what a German factory is like. I don't care what it is, because I think that they have a different culture than we do in the United States when it comes to factory work. So maybe Thomas can elaborate on that. Let me know.
We got $10 from Mike Ivy
Oh, Mike.
as a bribe to get you to make a video of you making my neck so I can watch. LOL, really appreciate you guys and gal for all you do.
Thank you, Mike. Which one is Mike's? Go ahead. Can you riff for a little bit, Chris?
Yeah, I'll read the next one.
Okay.
Driddle, short answer, I think a custom guitar is one built to a customer's order. A custom shop will build it for them. Yes.
Wait, what?
A custom guitar is one built to a customer's order. A custom shop will build it for them.
Absolutely,
I think,
yeah.
Yeah, really what he's saying is, yeah, whatever you want to have built,
Yeah.
they will build for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
So, Mike, I need to come back to your thing, and I want to come back to Driddles, and I want to come back to Tom's too.
Okay.
Mike, I've got lots of necks going right now. I can't remember if yours is the daily driver neck or the 7-string reverse headstock neck. Show me, send me a thing, and I'll
We'll see.
I'll go grab it and see.
There's suggestions of looking at the shop and check out the factory. It's apparently they got like videos or something like Framus and
Yeah.
Warwick. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen some of those Framus and Warwick videos, and yeah, there's something. I really do think there is something cultural about the German people and their approach to mass production or like just making stuff. I mean, like they're. So, for example, I have.
Daily driver. Is that no?
He has a daily driver neck.
No, that's somebody else. Never mind. I'm sorry.
Okay. So I have an American version built with German tooling, and it's not as good as the German thing. I don't want to tell you what it is because it's not, it's a rifle, but yeah. Anyway, so and Devin, there's something about like it. You can call the custom shop at Fender and you can get a cool color and you can get it in whatever degree of relicing you want. But yeah, like there's lots of places who will just basically make you whatever you want. We happen to be one of them, but we're not the only guys. You know what I mean? So, yes, ma'am.
Mike Ivy's neck. Do you want to know?
Yeah.
The 24 fret neck with the 3x3 headstock, and the neck as thin as possible.
Oh.
He wants to see the video. He
Yes.
doesn't just want to see the neck.
That was 20.
Yeah. No, he wants you to make a video of him doing.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've actually started that one yet because
When you do it, he wants you to make a video.
Gotcha. Okay, now I'm on board.
Come on, Barbarino.
There's so like my brain is tiny, you guys, and you're taxing me. Mike, that's a great idea. We will do that. What's this one here that just came in?
SS says for Chris, $10 for Chris reading my phone's new ringtone.
Okay.
He wants me to read his ringtone, like
100111111.
yeah. Hey, your phone's ringing. Hey, you gonna answer this?
Oh, he wants you to do voiceover
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
That's
You know what?
expensive. That's
Long time ago,
expensive.
the voiceover work was $300 an hour, and this was how long ago? It's got to be 10 years, right?
Yeah, 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. And it wasn't divisible by minute, right? It was.
No,
yeah.
you work 5 minutes, you get paid for an
Yeah.
hour.
I'll read your answering machine.
Hey.
But you have to supply a script.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would
You
be
guys
terrible.
are crazy. You guys are
People would-
nuts.
yeah. Who's the weird guy?
I
on
like
your
everybody who
phone?
watches these. I like your style. What's this one?
That's more from SS saying I love you guys.
We love you.
Yeah.
No, it's true. Chris does. I do. I love Sunday nights because it's a good way to wind down and just kind of chill out with everybody, and the world's a lot smaller place now that we have the internet, and these live videos are really something. I have so much fun with these things. So
He says he already read it. I've already got it downloaded. It was probably that hard sentence for me to say. The perfect precision of a machine-made product.
perfect precision of a machine-made product.
Yep. And it's just going to be that over and over.
Hopefully
and
he's
over
got the
again.
Ferris Bueller thing where it's like perfect precision of it, perfect precision of it, perfect precision of it.
All right.
All right.
Wow. Who are you?
Remember that Ferris Bueller where he like had to call the school and like
Yeah.
bleh.
Yeah.
He had his keyboard, his
His
synthesizer
Casio.
set
The
up
sneeze.
to yeah. We don't know if he did that or not. Okay. Yes, sir.
So Martin Brennan, to me, custom means built to a specification of my choosing, not a la carte, not just from a particular shop, not built to look exactly like and sounds like something it isn't. Short of that, you have specialty guitars, reissues, and luthier-built guitars, but not, to my mind, custom guitars.
A la carte is a great word to describe how many custom things are bought and sold today. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So you can choose like, I want this fretboard, or I want this color, or I want this bridge. But especially like, and again, I don't mean to put Fender up as a whipping boy, but their custom shop is pretty much without parallel. They're really well known for being a custom shop. But you can't go, I want it to look like an Alembic, and I want, well, I'd be shocked and amazed if you or I could call. If someone with a lot of juice calls, I'm sure they can get whatever they want. But
We used to talk about the telly that was a half-inch bigger all the way around.
yeah,
And would they do that? 'Cause
Yeah.
technically, it's still a telly
but
shape.
yeah, but it wouldn't be programmed into the CNC. That wouldn't be that tricky for you or I to make it.
No, it'd be easy.
It would just be like, okay, make it,
Yeah.
and there you go. It would look funky, but
It would. Or an 1/8 inch bigger, or a whatever inch bigger.
isn't
Yeah.
that Reverend Greg Koch model
Yeah,
like an 1/8 inch
supposedly.
bigger,
Although I think
all the way around?
we had one in and we looked at it and it was
Yeah.
a tweak here and there, but it's not bigger.
Yeah,
all
it
the
wasn't
way
like
around.
like exactly an
Yeah,
1/8 inch
yeah.
bigger all the way around. It was something
Yeah.
slightly bigger in some patches. Yeah.
Just the Koch was bigger.
Hey, and it had the raised section, a raised
Yeah.
Koch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe that's what the raised section in the middle is known as.
Known as the Koch.
The gooch. What is it? The chaunch? Uh-oh. Low battery. Something's happening.
Okay.
I got it. I'm on it.
Oh, we're dead here. We're dead. in the
No,
water.
it's just saying that my battery's low.
Guys, we're
Run through that
we're
one. Hang on.
updating the battery, and it won't take long. Wait with us for just a moment.
I wish we had a picture of a test pattern like that.
Dude.
That Indian headdress one
Yeah.
on the black and white
Yeah.
screen. Yeah.
Chris is making moves. You guys don't even know, Napoleon. Chris, we couldn't do it without you.
Done.
Boom, that was fast.
So apparently my new battery pack, not that long lasting.
Well, but it lasted for
Doesn't
all of the
last
live
2
stream.
hours.
And,
Okay, well,
right?
yeah, good
That
to
was
know.
2 hours, and then
Yep.
and then this. That's
All right,
pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so it doesn't last 3 hours. All right.
It's better than poking the eye.
Yep, it is.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Got one more.
Yep.
What we got?
This is a long one.
Okay.
Jeff Childs.
I'm gonna chug beer the whole. No, I'm not. 'Cause it is long. Yeah.
Custom is to the eyes of the beholder. What one person views as custom may be extremely different to someone else.
I would have also accepted custom is as custom does, but anyway.
Uh-huh.
Okay, sorry.
Creative and inventive is custom to mind's eye. An automobile by George Barris, or a chopper by Orange County, or a guitar by Texas Toast, not a daily driver granted, but a lot of your builds classify as custom in their uniqueness and innovation. When it is all said and done, that is what makes something a true custom. Another take on the question at hand, not to do over so much, but after thinking about it, I realized that a custom guitar is any guitar that is not mass produced. I'm new to guitar building and haven't even completed my first build yet. Once I do, and every guitar after that will be a custom guitar, even if I make an exact replica of a mass-produced guitar. So I apologize for saying the Daily Driver isn't a custom creation.
Daily Driver, you're right though.
Because it is, damn it. If a builder puts his thought, time, and talents into something, it can't be considered anything less than a custom guitar, even if it's an exact replica of an off-the-shelf, run-of-the-mill, dime-a-dozen mass-produced piece of shit because an individual took the time to create it by whatever means they had at their disposal. I'm gonna get a job reading the news, damn it.
You're gonna need a sport coat.
Well, do you remember that day that you came over and you kind of had that Ron
Had
Burgundy
the Ron
thing?
Burgundy
going on?
mustache? Yeah, that may happen again soon.
But it's gonna cost you guys a lot to
We have
have
to- I
Chris
have-
shave and a lot. Can we do a live stream where Chris shaves? some?
No, everyone loves his beard. He gets compliments on his beard every week.
It has
Really?
to go
Every
sometime
week.
though, right?
But yeah, so when you're ready, let me know because I'll go to the thrift stores and I'll get you like an olive leisure jacket or something.
A Herb
Sweet.
Tarlick.
I think
And a-
I have some
and a
stuff
fat
I could
tie.
probably wear. A fat tie.
And a yellow shirt.
Uh-huh. You
So-
know, the width of the tie goes in and out.
Yeah, it does. So Jeff, first of all, thank you for putting us into the same company as Barris Hot Rod or Tuttle Motorbike, or it was Orange County. Yeah, Orange County was Paul Tuttle Senior and Junior, right?
Mhm.
Well, would you ever watch any of those motorbike shows? I was kind of
Yeah.
always partial to Jesse James more than those guys.
Oh yeah,
but,
I watched a fair amount of their show.
I like
but
that biker
not
beat
all of
off
it.
where they would like have two guys like battle it out over. Yeah.
Yeah, those were fun.
Biker beat off?
Biker build off. Sorry.
Oh, I was gonna say we're like Dutch ruddering or something. I don't know what's
Yeah,
happening
yeah.
here.
Not beat off. Build off. Build off. Build off.
Those were fun because
He said that,
they were
right?
done at the end.
It's- my mind
Yeah.
didn't
I'm
go
sure
there.
I did. Yeah, I had a senior
Mm-hmm.
moment. Wouldn't it be cool to have guitar luthier build off or luthier beat off? We could just call it that.
yeah.
If Optimum Productions, if you're watching, we
Yep.
would love to be.
There's
Yeah.
a couple people that do that on YouTube. That we
Luthier
know.
beat off.
Uh,
Who does it?
Yeah. There's a guy that does a lot of paint, and then what's his face? Big D. And a paint guy.
Big D
I've
does the
done-
thing where he
I've
like
done a couple,
contest guitar or
kind of back and forth, kind of.
oh, where like they do
Yeah.
part and then they.
Well, but I think I've seen some I think I've seen something where both of them were going to build a kit.
Okay.
And see who could build the best kit. Similar stuff.
I would love to do like a who like you guys pick what we're gonna make and then like we'll get a bunch of guitar builders to make it. I don't know how we haven't figured out the logistics on this because I just came up with it, but
Yep.
like I want to see whatever, and you guys figure out what you want, and then we all, or maybe we just make something neat and then you guys vote. I don't know. How would that work? How would a luthier
People
beat
are
off
like
work?
offering to pay to like watch you shave. I think is what's going on right now.
Ooh, is that what
And-
that one is?
No,
No.
but God, do it, man.
Yeah,
be
Brad.
like Pretty Woman. Be like $3,000 the whole weekend. It'd be awesome.
Dude, Chris can only shave one time. He can't shave all weekend.
He could do it really slowly though.
Really slow and super sexily. What do you do? What is it? What is this one? I think we. Oh no, we didn't.
What
no.
the heck?
This is all right. So this is a new one, Billy B and Blues, $4.99 for Ian. What would it sound like if a guitar had a pup that went parallel with the strings versus across?
Yeah, Ian, can you make a like an individual string pickup that goes lengthwise? First of all, Ian can probably do just about anything you want.
Yeah, he could do it, but I'd probably sound like shit.
I don't know what it would sound like. I'm sure it's been done, or something like it has been done. What?
Maybe on your test body, you could test that theory out and then let us know in a later date.
Yeah, we can't hear you if you're way over there, homie. Get your mustache in here. Ian had a full beard. He comes bopping in today with this like.
Well, this is the first time that Ian hasn't had anything but a beard in 3 years.
I know, and now he's in the Allman Brothers. I think.
Yeah.
His face is so short.
He's got a 78 Camaro.
No, it's a Firebird.
His classic rock band is playing this Wednesday night at Chaser's Bar and Grill.
Def Leppard sucks.
Sorry, Ian. All right. So anyway, what were you saying? Ian takes it in stride.
You're a good sport,
yeah.
and we appreciate that. And we'll get used to this look if you should decide to carry on with it.
No.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with this? You gonna shave it all off? Go full baby face for a day?
No.
And then start.
If you
know?
lose the
gonna
sideburns,
keep it.
you'll have the Frank Zappa.
I'm gonna keep
Someone
it
just said that.
until-
Carl Engstrom said headed for the Frank
Yeah.
Zappa look.
Yeah.
Mhm. I thought you
Real
looked like
close.
Freddie Fender without the afro, but
Well, it's
Yeah.
not too late to get a nap. Okay, anyway.
So
Yeah.
what was the question?
I don't
Sorry.
know. So
can you
you
make
came
a,
over
a-
here.
Can you make a pickup that went parallel with the strings versus across?
No, I couldn't.
No, you can't.
I-
well, because
I
parallel
don't-
with the strings would just be a pickup that's on one string.
Well, unless you had 6 of them.
Yeah, and then you could do that, and then you'd have a lot of. And there
There's-
have been guitars that have done that.
I would have to find the custom flat work or create the custom.
We
flat
would have
work.
to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then if you wanted to look cool and have like a cover, we'd have to make the cover too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. There,
So, if money's no object, could it be done?
Yes.
Yes. Now you just got
Are
to
you
find.
going to want to pay for it?
You just got to find the guy who wants to pay for that.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of R&D has been spent on optimizing pickups to amplify all 6 strings the way that they want to be amplified or that people want them to be amplified.
Yeah, but far be it from me to not,
Yeah.
eliminate thousands of dollars in research and development and make something
With a
wacky
lift-
just for the sake
with
of
a lift
making
kit
it.
on your
Yeah.
Subaru.
Yeah.
Um,
Defeating millions of dollars in
Jerry
R&D.
Santel makes individual pickups that you can put anywhere and everywhere.
Oh, that's right. Little like
Little,
Yeah.
one pole.
one coil.
yeah,
Yeah.
and he also makes 2s and
Yeah.
so
for like
so if you
cigar
have
boxes.
well, yeah,
or
cigar boxes, but you could
custom.
also put one pickup someplace on a 6-string guitar, or one pole pickup someplace, and just I only want to hear this. Cool.
So, Chris, what do you think a custom guitar is?
Bless you, monkey.
I think I agree with a lot of this. To me, anything custom is something that's not bought off the shelf stock, and it can be, even you could have a guitar custom painted, and that could be, just a regular repaint in some other color that it's not.
Yeah.
Or it could be a full graphic paint job. And guitars are the same way. You could have a custom guitar that's, basically everything like the stock one except for one little tweak that would
Yeah.
make it not the standard guitar that you can buy.
I almost think that the notion of custom shop is really like someone said, special order shop more than
Yeah.
anything else. Whereas a customized guitar is
Yeah.
something that you buy the regular one and then you tweak it. It happens a lot with bikes. You know what I mean? Motorcycles.
Yeah.
Guys buy like a stock something and then they customize it to fit there. But I'm pretty sure like Harley probably has like a special order, special thing, paint, whatever. You can probably get some of that stuff. But you can't call them up and go, I want a stretched out, chopper, Jesse James, you make the frame and an SS motor, and
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
you can, but and then one off is still something very different too, and a custom shop probably isn't capable of making a one-off guitar because they got so many things that they got to do. You know what I mean? You can't call the Fender custom shop you or I and say I want a one-off something and I want to spec everything. They're unless you got a lot of juice,
can.
or you win a contest.
Well,
you know.
I mean, it's if you're willing to pay for it, they're willing to do it. And they probably have options that people have never ever done because it's just so cost
I
prohibitive.
guess you have to. That's not in
know.
the book, so you have to call
Yeah.
them. Okay.
Yeah, I want it, and it's that book was just to wet your idea
All right.
box.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so so after the whole pickup thing with the parallel and
Yeah.
perpendicular, so then a few comments came in, and I'm gonna kind of Reader's Digest version and.
Okay. Were any of them about Ian's IROC Z facial hair?
Yes, actually, apparently he's like the love child of Zappa in Portnoy.
Who's Portnoy?
I don't know. Is that I say that wrong?
Oh, Dream Theater. Okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna melt it down to its
Okay.
base. All those magnets, or if they're big magnets,
Yeah.
if they're all pulling on one string, or if they're just big magnets, does it pull on the strings and then slow down the vibration of?
Keep in mind it actually magnetizes the string, you guys. So. Yeah.
So
you can absolutely tug that string down too much, and you get these weird wolf notes. I didn't think it was possible until I got a pickup that was so hot it actually was dragging my strings down. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Now, to be fair, that was a bass,
it was.
so the strings are bigger.
Yeah.
Really, really hard to do on guitar.
Okay.
But I've
Sure
seen
you
it
could.
happen with yours, so
Yeah.
I know it can happen.
Those-
It was the damnedest thing.
Poles are 3/16
Yeah,
of an
They were
inch.
big,
huge,
yeah.
too.
Yeah, and really, really strong because as we loosened the string, I watched it go boink.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even loose. It was just,
Yeah.
you actually see it bow. It was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, thank you for joining us this Sunday. It was so much fun to hang out with you guys. And, if you are watching this later on in the week because you're quarantined at your house and you're bored out of your mind, remember, we've got a bunch of videos you may not have seen yet. I don't know if anyone's watched them all. Chris, have you seen them all?
What videos?
Oh, like every Texas Toast video. Have you
Yes,
seen all
I've
of
seen
them?
out every single
Okay,
one.
all right.
At least once, sometimes twice. If I'm in them, more than that.
So yeah, sure, you're like checking yourself out. All right. So guys, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click the subscribe button. I would bet you that before the end of next week, we'll have 15,000 subscribers. We're right on the cusp right now. So that is super, super cool. Thank you guys for all the subscriptions. It's really helping us out a lot. If you appreciate content like this, you might want to go over to our Patreon page and consider becoming a member. Remember, every question and comment that gets read on the show is a Patreon member question. It's just a way to give back to you guys. Thank you to all of our Patreon supporters. You guys really, really are helping us make the shop a reality, and it's a big dream of mine, and you guys are really helping me out. So thank you very much. Thank you to Ike at Flipside Music, the Great American Guitar Store. If you're in Denver, Colorado, check out Flipside Music. Let's see. I think let's wrap it up because we've got to go and get some food thanks to Andrew St. Pierre. So Andrew St. Pierre, thank you so much for all your support. Guys, we've got lots of videos coming up this week. Lots of paint booth stuff, maybe some EBO stuff. I don't know. There's stuff that's gonna be, it's in the editing queue right now, and I've got lots and lots and lots of editing to do. So, until next time, this is Matt at Texas Toast reminding you that if you're so smart, build it yourself. That's what I do. Thanks for watching, everybody.
EBO? What's an EBO?
EBO.